guys, it's Miss Whisperful. I've been reading from the book Holes. We're about a quarter of the way through already, but I just thought I would do a quick kind of rambling video. I have just got back from seeing Florence and the Machine in a really small gig that she did in London. It was really, well, actually it wasn't that small, I suppose, but it's not like an arena gig. It was at the Hammersmith Apollo, and like the last person I went to see was at the O2 Arena, which, for those of you who don't know, the O2 Arena is absolutely huge. It's God, I don't even know how many seats it has, but I mean it is. I think it's the biggest venue in the UK. So I guess anything compared to that is going to seem tiny. But yeah, I was right at the front in Florence and the Machine. Don't really have a mosh pit, but there was, I got some major bruises, a lot of scratches actually, which is quite random. But it was amazing. So I kind of just wanted to do a whisper video about that, really. I don't know how popular or how known Florence and the Machine is outside of the UK. I know that she's really big in Australia, or she certainly has just toured there anyway, so I'm assuming that she's quite famous. And I think she's big sort of in some of the other kind of European countries, but I'm not sure if the US, if America has witnessed the brilliance of Florence and the Machine yet. If not, you probably will do soon, because I'm pretty sure that that's probably going to be in their plans to, conquer America. Florence and the Machine, it's basically this 23-year-old girl, Florence Welch, and that's the sort of the Florence of Florence and the Machine, and then the Machine, well, everybody kind of thinks that's just her band, but I saw an interview with her not long ago, and she was actually saying that the Machine can be anything. So it's like, it can be, she calls, like, if she sees something that inspires her to write a song, then that's the Machine, or yeah, sometimes it is the band, or a certain musician. It really just depends, and I think that's quite a cool concept. Just that, I kind of like Florence Welch for that she doesn't really care about, like, explaining, in sort of layman's sort of simple terms, what she means by things. She's really quite, intelligent, and, she's kind of gone to college and got, like, she hasn't just sort of, she's not like a manufactured person, which is what I kind of want to say, so she's kind of got these ideas, and she's a bit of a kind of, I think she'd admit that she's a little bit of a kind of hippie, but she's so cool. I mean, there's kind of, in the UK at the moment, there's a little bit of kind of Florence fever. She's got this kind of bright red hair, which, by the way, is not natural, because I saw her in a gig about a year and a half ago, and she had dark brown hair, guys. So yeah, any UK fans who think that Florence is a redhead, it's a lie. She's not a redhead. But anyway, yeah, so she's got this kind of, her look is like flaming red hair, really pale makeup on her skin, it's sort of blue. She tends to wear a lot of like blue eyeliner as well, and eyeshadow. She looks really cool against the red hair, and then she wears like lots of floaty kind of dresses, which I love. That kind of look, that kind of bohemian, I guess, kind of a bohemian look. Yeah, she's got some amazing songs. Her first album is called Lungs, and seriously, I mean, I would recommend it. I actually recommended it to my mother, who does not like, alternative rock or folk rock, or anything like that, which is kind of, where Florence and the Machine have been pigeonholed. But my mum loves the album. In fact, my mum wanted to come to the gig with me, but she couldn't. I mean, it's sort of, but yeah, there's loads of tracks. I think that I've heard that Dog Days Are Over, which is one of the biggest tracks on the album. I'm sure that is actually on, it could be the Sex and the City soundtrack, the second film. I'm not sure. I know it's been played on something in America. I saw an interview with somebody talking about can Florence and the Machine break America, which is like, for British bands, it's always like the next step, you conquer the UK and Europe, and then you try and do the same with America, because that's where you're going to get the most exposure and the most success, potentially. So I think on that album, it'd be cool to find out how many of you are kind of fans or like Florence and the Machine, particularly in the UK. My favourite track on the album, it was Howl, which is just a beautiful it's kind of a love song, but not really. Basically, the concept of Lungs, the album, is like the great feeling and the pain of love. Because Florence Welch, she writes all of her own songs. She was actually going through a breakup when she was writing the album, so you can really tell that she was kind of toing and froing about whether or not she loved this guy and so on. But it's not tortured, it's not like pathetic. You don't get annoyed listening to the songs thinking, oh God, grow up. It's kind of really clever songwriting. And I think one of the best songs on the album, having listened to it more and more, is actually, I think, a song called Cosmic Love, which I know is Florence Welch's favourite song, and I never understood that before. I always thought it was just nuts because it just didn't stand out to me on the album. But listening to it now, I can really understand where she's coming from when she says that's her favourite. It's such a famous album, actually, that Selfridges in London, which is like the biggest department store in London, it's like the most famous, and it's where for example, Sarah Jessica Parker was seen shopping there, and it's and it's right on Oxford Street, which is the main shopping street in London. Just for you guys who haven't been, it's huge. But Florence and the Machine actually have a window there at the moment, which kind of shows how kind of popular they are. Actually, they've got 2 windows that they've designed, and it's kind of based on the Cosmic Love song. There's a lyric in Cosmic Love which is something like, the moon, the stars, they've all been blown out, something in the shadow of your heart or something, and it's kind of all about in the twilight of love. You really have to listen to the song to understand, but it's an amazing album, and live she was absolutely incredible. I didn't know what to expect, because she's never done a tour before, or nothing like this big, so it's really, you don't know how a new act was going to handle that, but she was amazing, absolutely amazing. Her voice just boomed and it filled the whole room. She really got the crowd jumping and going, and it was just an amazing night. So I basically just wanted to share my love of Florence and the Machine, and basically trying to spread the love so that everybody in the US and other countries that haven't had the album yet should go out and order it online.